There are actors who were once icons of Hollywood, holding the keys to fame and power, but now find themselves behind prison walls. They were once beloved faces with shining careers and luxurious lives, but all of that changed due to poor decisions and criminal actions. What caused them to fall from the peak of their careers to the depths of crime? The stories behind the 17 actors currently serving time are not only shocking, but also painful confessions of the dark side of fame. From murder, abuse, fraud, to other crimes, they have lost everything, including their freedom. Leave a comment with number 1 and get ready to face the harsh truth about these former idols who now must pay a heavy price for their actions. Kaylan Walker, once seen as a promising rising star in the entertainment world, gained attention for his roles in high-profile projects like Straight Outta Compton and his budding rap career. With his talent and increasing fame, he was expected to make a significant impact in Hollywood. However, his bright future took a devastating turn in 2018 when he was arrested on multiple charges of sexual assault. Prosecutors allege that Walker exploited his celebrity status to manipulate young women, offering to help them advance their careers in exchange for their trust, only to sexually assault them. During his 2022 trial, disturbing testimonies emerged, with victims detailing how Walker preyed on their aspirations. They described how he used his influence to deceive and intimidate them, pressuring them into silence with threats and manipulation. His actions, driven by a calculated abuse of power, left many horrified as the full extent of his crimes came to light. What seemed like a promising career was ultimately overshadowed by his reprehensible behavior, tarnishing his legacy and forever altering the course of his life. Walker was convicted of multiple counts of sexual assault and rape, resulting in a lengthy prison sentence. His conviction not only shocked the entertainment industry, but also served as a grim reminder of the darker side of Hollywood, where power is often abused for personal gain. The public's reaction was swift and fierce, with widespread outrage and condemnation aimed at Walker and the industry figures who had once supported him. The once promising image of a rising star is now forever tainted by the horrors of his crimes and the long-silenced cries of his victims, leaving a lasting impact on both his legacy and the entertainment world at large. Allison Mack, beloved for her role as Chloe Sullivan in Smallville, was once seen as a symbol of intelligence and loyalty. However, in 2018, her fame took a dark turn when she was arrested for her involvement in the r.o.t.t.i.n.g organization. What was marketed as a self-help group was actually a sexual cult, and Mack used her influence to recruit young women, promising personal growth and advancement. Instead, she lured them into a dangerous, manipulative network, forever tarnishing her career and image. The women were coerced into becoming sex slaves for Keith Raniere, the leader of r.o.t.t.i.n.g, and subjected to brutal rituals, including branding their skin with symbols connected to Raniere and Mack. During the trial, prosecutors presented evidence such as emails and texts, showing that Mack was not only involved but played a pivotal role in recruiting and controlling the victims. In 2021, she was sentenced to 3 years in prison for human trafficking and conspiracy to commit forced labor. Mack's case revealed the dark side of the entertainment industry, where fame and power were exploited to manipulate and destroy lives, offering a stark reminder of the hidden truths behind celebrity images. Zachary Horwitz, initially known for small roles in film and television, appeared poised for a successful career as a producer. He founded 1NMM Capital, presenting himself as a savvy entrepreneur involved in film licensing deals with major networks like HBO and Netflix. This image of success attracted numerous investors, promising high returns. However, behind the facade was a shocking $650 million Ponzi scheme. Between 2014 and 2019, Horowitz convinced investors that he had lucrative distribution deals, when in fact, no such deals existed. Instead, he used money from new investors to pay returns to old ones, perpetuating the illusion of success until his scam was exposed. Horowitz's extravagant lifestyle, filled with luxury mansions, expensive cars, and a life of privilege, helped solidify the trust of his investors. However, the scheme eventually unraveled when there was not enough money to keep it going, and investors began to grow suspicious. In 2021, Horowitz was arrested, and the full scope of the fraud was revealed. During his trial, he was convicted of securities fraud and sentenced to 20 years in prison in 2022. His downfall not only led to investors losing hundreds of millions of dollars, but also exposed the darker side of ambition and deception in the entertainment industry. His story serves as a stark reminder that appearances can be deceiving, and not everything that glitters is gold. Will Hayden, former star of Sons of Guns and a well-known firearms expert, was once seen as a respected figure in the gun industry. However, in 2014, allegations surfaced accusing him of sexual abuse. The investigation revealed that Hayden had abused multiple victims, including his own daughters when they were young. Victims' testimonies painted a disturbing image of a man who had gained public admiration, only to be exposed as someone who had exploited his position of power. Evidence, including medical reports and interviews, confirmed the seriousness of the allegations. In 2017, Hayden was sentenced to life in prison for sexual abuse. His career was swiftly derailed, not only by public outrage, but also by the immediate cancellation of Sons of Guns. What was once an image of a prominent firearms expert was shattered, leaving behind a sobering reminder of the consequences of abuse and exploitation of power. Joe Sun, an actor known for his humorous supporting role in Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery, shocked the public when his name became linked to a serious crime in real life. Once a promising actor and MMA fighter, Sun's career and personal life unraveled as his criminal past came to light. In 2008, he was arrested for a crime that occurred in 1990, where he was involved in the violent sexual assault of a woman. The victim, in a powerful testimony, described the attack and the threats she endured throughout the incident. The case had gone unsolved for years due to a lack of clear evidence. However, years later, Sun's DNA was collected in connection with another case, and test results ultimately linked him to the crime. This unexpected twist of fate brought justice to the victim after nearly 2 decades of waiting. The trial, filled with damning evidence and testimonies, sparked outrage among the public. The prosecutor outlined the crime's harrowing details and its devastating impact. With irrefutable documents and DNA evidence, the truth was brought to light, leading to Joseph Sun being sentenced to life imprisonment in 2011. The victim, reflecting on the years of suffering, said, "I have lived with this pain for so many years, and now I can begin to heal." Sun's fall from a beloved comedic actor to a convicted criminal serves as a powerful reminder that crimes cannot remain hidden forever, and justice will eventually be served for those who have endured such pain. Drexel sentenced, a prominent sports personality, has been charged with sexually abusing a minor and producing illegal material. According to an FBI investigation, Drexel established an inappropriate relationship with a girl he met at a sporting event. This relationship lasted several years, during which Drexel allegedly used his influence to manipulate the victim. Evidence, including text messages, photographs, and electronic documents, connected him to the abuse. The charges also revealed that Drexel was involved in the production and storage of illegal material, escalating the severity of the case. The sports industry and fans were left in shock when the case went public. A man once celebrated for his perseverance and determination had now become a symbol of corruption, greed, and abuse of power. Drexel's case ignited widespread debate and raised serious concerns about the level of control and safety in reality TV shows. Ultimately, Drexel was handed a severe sentence, marking the abrupt end of a career that many once believed would last for years. Michael Jace, the actor best known for his role as police officer Julian Lowe in the hit series The Shield, stunned Hollywood when his name was tied to a brutal murder. On May 19, 2014, a chilling 911 call from Jace's Los Angeles home revealed a horrific crime. When authorities arrived, they found his wife, April Jace, a devoted mother and talented athlete, lying in a pool of blood, having been shot dead by her husband. What made the incident even more horrifying was that their 2 young children were in the house, witnessing the traumatic moment as their father shot and killed their mother. When the case went to trial, prosecutors argued that Michael Jace acted in a fit of uncontrollable rage, fueled by financial disputes and marital tension. One chilling detail that emerged was Jace's words before he opened fire: "If you want to run, run to heaven." These haunting words became a haunting and unforgettable part of the case. In 2016, Jace was sentenced to 40 years in prison, transforming from a beloved actor on television into a convicted criminal rejected by society. Michael Jace's case serves as a stark reminder that fame and outward appearances can't hide the darkness within, underscoring the devastating consequences of losing control. Skylar Dion, who once had a promising future in the entertainment industry with his role on The Wonder Years, saw his life take a dramatic turn in 2004 when he was convicted in a major corruption case. Dion and his accomplices plotted to steal the yacht of Thomas and Jackie Hawks. According to court testimony, Dion convinced the couple to negotiate a deal on the yacht, then bound them and forced them to sign over ownership documents while they were unconscious. Evidence from the investigation, including fingerprints and witness testimonies, solidified Dion's central role in the crime, leading to his conviction. Thomas and Jackie Hawks, after being forced to sign the documents, were tragically pushed into the sea, unable to escape. This horrifying case shocked the public, especially when testimony from accomplices revealed that Dion had masterminded the crime with the intent to steal the couple's assets. In 2009, Skylar Dion was sentenced to death, and his story became a grim reminder of how one wrong decision can lead to irreversible consequences, forever altering lives and leaving behind a legacy of tragedy. Joe Exotic, born Joseph Maldonado Passage, became one of the most controversial figures in entertainment history, largely due to the documentary series Tiger King. As the owner of a private zoo and a flamboyant reality TV star, Joe gained attention for his eccentric personality and shocking behavior. However, his life was more than just an entertainment spectacle. It was also a story of deep hatred and animosity that ultimately spiraled into criminal acts. In 2019, Joe Exotic was arrested and charged with hiring someone to assassinate Carol Baskin, a prominent animal rights activist and his longtime rival. Carol had publicly condemned Joe for animal abuse at his zoo, which escalated their bitter feud. Joe offered $3,000 to have Baskin killed, but the plot was foiled, leading to his arrest. He was also charged with violating animal protection laws, including the killing of 5 tigers and engaging in illegal wildlife trafficking. In 2020, Joe Exotic was sentenced to 22 years in prison, becoming a symbol of delusion and the consequences of unchecked hatred. His story serves as a stark reminder that fame and power can push individuals to actions that cross legal boundaries, resulting in the loss of both freedom and dignity. Jen Shah, a star of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, was known for her extravagant lifestyle and bold personality on screen. However, in 2021, she became embroiled in a shocking legal scandal. Shah was arrested and charged with wire fraud and money laundering in connection with a scheme that defrauded thousands of victims across the United States. The case not only shook the foundation of the reality TV show, but also sparked broader discussions about the ethical responsibility and behavior of celebrities, highlighting how fame can sometimes mask serious misconduct. The investigation revealed that Jen Shah and her accomplices were involved in a complex scam targeting vulnerable individuals, particularly the elderly, by deceiving them into investing in non-existent services. Prosecutors argued that Shah used her fame and influence to gain the victims' trust and manipulate them into participating in the fraudulent scheme. During the trial, evidence from electronic messages and witness testimonies painted a clear picture of Shah's central role in the operation. One victim expressed the pain of betrayal, saying, "I trusted them and lost everything I had." Initially, Jen Shah pleaded not guilty, but later changed her plea and admitted her involvement in the scam. In 2022, she was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison, marking the end of her luxurious lifestyle and reality TV fame. Jen Shah's story serves as a stark warning about the cost of unchecked ambition and the abuse of power. Those who once admired her for her strength and glamorous persona now see a cautionary tale of the inevitable consequences that follow when legal and ethical boundaries are crossed. r.o.t.t.i.n.g, known for her role in Doctor Strange and her impressive martial arts career, was once admired for her talent and strength. However, in 2022, her life took a dramatic turn when she was convicted of indecent exposure to a minor. According to the victim's testimony during the trial, Fithian and her husband, Victor Mark, had built a trusting relationship with the victim since she was 13 years old. The victim testified that the couple manipulated her into engaging in inappropriate behavior over an extended period of time, leading to the couple's arrest and Fithian's conviction. Evidence from the investigation, including text messages and victim testimony, painted a disturbing picture of the abuse of power and trust. The case shocked the public, particularly due to Fithian's previously strong reputation and image. She was sentenced to a lengthy prison term, marking the end of a once promising career. The case not only tarnished her reputation, but also sparked important conversations about child protection and the moral responsibilities of influential individuals, highlighting the potential dangers of misplaced trust and power. Amy Locane, known for her role in Melrose Place, shocked the world when she was involved in a devastating car accident in 2010. Locane was driving under the influence of alcohol, causing a collision in New Jersey that resulted in the death of Helen Seaman and the severe injury of her husband, Fred Seaman. The investigation revealed that Locane's blood alcohol level was above the legal limit for driving. Witnesses at the scene described her car speeding and losing control before the crash, leading to the tragic events. In court, Amy Locane expressed deep remorse and admitted her actions, but the prosecutor argued that her irresponsibility led to irreversible consequences. Locane was initially sentenced to 3 years in prison, but after several trials and appeals, her sentence was adjusted to better reflect the severity of the case. Amy Locane's story serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of responsibility and the devastating consequences of poor decisions, particularly when driving under the influence of alcohol. Shannon Richardson, once known for her supporting roles in popular TV shows like The Walking Dead and The Vampire Diaries, appeared to be a rising star in Hollywood's supporting cast. However, few could have imagined that behind the glitz and glamour of the entertainment industry, Richardson would become the central figure in a shocking case involving politics and deadly toxins. In 2013, Richardson made headlines when she was arrested for sending letters containing the deadly toxin. Ricin to President Barack Obama and several other prominent figures, including New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg. The plot was uncovered when the poisoned letters were discovered, triggering an immediate investigation by authorities. The threat to life caused widespread alarm and raised a chilling question. Who would be audacious and dangerous enough to carry out such an act? When arrested, Shannon Richardson tried to shift the blame onto her husband in an attempt to avoid responsibility. However, undeniable evidence, including fingerprints and data from her personal computer, confirmed that she was the sole person behind the malicious act. In July 2014, Richardson was sentenced to 18 years in prison, and her case became one of the most shocking stories of corruption within Hollywood. Richardson's story serves as a stark reminder of the dark side of fame, illustrating the dramatic fall from the heights of success to the depths of crime, and the serious consequences that follow such a downfall. Harvey Weinstein, once a symbol of power and success in Hollywood, is now remembered as a central figure in the Me Too movement. As the founder of Miramax and the driving force behind a series of Oscar-winning films, Weinstein built his empire on absolute power and immense influence. However, in 2017, a wave of accusations from actresses and former employees exposed the dark side behind his glamorous facade, revealing a pattern of sexual harassment, assault, and manipulation that spanned decades. In court hearings, many witnesses shared their traumatic experiences of how Weinstein exploited his power to commit inappropriate acts. Investigative documents and victim emails revealed how he used his position to coerce women and create an atmosphere of fear. In 2020, after a series of public trials, Weinstein was sentenced to 23 years in prison for rape and sexual assault. His downfall not only shocked the film industry, but also became a pivotal moment in the Me Too movement, where voices that had been silenced for years were finally heard, inspiring a global reckoning with sexual misconduct in the workplace. Todd and Julie Chrisley, the famous couple from the reality show Chrisley Knows Best, captivated audiences with their image of wealth, extravagance, and humor. However, behind their on-screen smiles was an unexpected story of financial fraud and tax evasion that shocked the public. In 2022, after a lengthy investigation, the couple was convicted of falsifying financial documents to borrow millions of dollars from banks in order to sustain their lavish lifestyle. The scheme exposed the darker side of their public persona, leading to their conviction and a dramatic fall from grace. The evidence presented in court, including detailed financial documents and testimony from bank employees, revealed that Todd and Julie Chrisley had orchestrated a complex fraud scheme to conceal their true financial situation. Throughout the trial, Todd Chrisley maintained his innocence, insisting he had been wrongly convicted. However, the testimonies from witnesses and electronic evidence exposed the truth. Todd was sentenced to 12 years in prison, while Julie received a 7-year sentence. The case drastically changed the public's perception of the couple, transforming them from beloved reality TV stars into symbols of financial fraud and the inevitable consequences of breaking the law. Jared Fogle, once a symbol of positive change and an inspiration to millions through his remarkable weight loss journey, became the center of a scandal that shocked the world. As the face of Subway, Fogle built an image as a man who overcame significant challenges to achieve success and health. However, behind his public persona, a darker truth emerged that would forever tarnish his legacy. However, in 2015, that perfect facade came crashing down when Jared Fogle was arrested on charges of engaging in inappropriate conduct with a minor and possessing illegal material. The investigation began after a colleague reported his behavior, providing crucial information to the FBI. Evidence from electronic communications and personal devices revealed that Fogle not only possessed inappropriate materials, but also participated in illegal activities. During the trial, multiple witnesses and investigative documents exposed the extent of his criminal actions. Though Fogle expressed regret and admitted his wrongdoing, he was sentenced to 15 years in prison, marking the end of the career of a man once admired by millions. His case serves as a stark reminder of the contrast between public image and the reality that lies behind it. Ryan Grantham, a young star known for roles in Riverdale and Diary of a Wimpy Kid, once had a promising career ahead of him. However, his name is now forever associated with horror and shock after committing an unthinkable act: killing his mother in March 2020. At the age of 21, Grantham shot and killed his mother, Barbara Waite, in their home in British Columbia, Canada. His actions were premeditated, and he later recorded a video confessing to the crime, showing no remorse. This tragic event has left many in disbelief, as Grantham's promising career and future were tragically overshadowed by this horrific act. The story became even more chilling when it was revealed that after killing his mother, Ryan Grantham had planned to continue his violent actions by assassinating Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. He had prepared weapons, ammunition, and a map with directions to the Prime Minister's home, but ultimately changed his mind and turned himself in to the police. During the trial, the prosecution argued that Grantham had acted out of a mental crisis and a lingering sense of helplessness. However, his actions were still deemed unforgivable. As a result, he was sentenced to life in prison in 2022, with no possibility of parole for the first 14 years. What was once a promising career now serves as a painful reminder of the devastation that unchecked violence and mental turmoil can cause. The stories of the 17 actors currently serving prison sentences serve as a stark reminder that fame and admiration cannot shield individuals from the consequences of their wrongful actions. These stars, once at the height of public admiration, found their careers and lives derailed by poor decisions, ultimately losing their freedom. It raises the question, is fame and power truly a double-edged sword in their lives? These stories make us reflect on the fragile nature of celebrity and the consequences of unchecked behavior. What are your thoughts on these actors' stories? Let us know in the comments below. All information in this video has been gathered from credible sources and is for reference only. Don't forget to like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our next interesting video.